guys, we're here from back to a new 1203 Barrett TV, and if you need the last one, go and check it out. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how I rewatched Pixar Soul. This movie is definitely quite an interesting movie, I can definitely say, though. But, well, really that's all I can say, though. It's just a quite interesting movie when it comes to the purpose of, like, how, of, being being a being, really. That's what I'm trying to say, right? And we see Joe Gardner as he was a musician, right? He's a musician, and he eventually wonders if jazz is his true purpose, his true calling. That's what I'm trying to say, is try to shows of what you would try to find your true calling if you had that you would need to find it. But definitely a pretty good movie, I can just say. And yeah, it's probably not necessarily a movie that you would see kids watching, right? Like little kids. But still, because I'm obviously sure they wouldn't even get the main message that it's trying to give on this movie. But it is still good for what it is, though. I did watch this movie when it came out. I do remember. And it was good the first time, and it was good the second time that I watched it now. And again, just I feel like the message that it does try to get, I mean, if you would call it a message, is pretty good of what it tries to give, though. I mean, everybody's got a purpose, right? Everybody's got a purpose. We all definitely know that. And a true calling, which we yet to find, right? Of a true calling. Everybody yet to find a true calling. True spark, right? As I would call it. And again, I love the characters. Love all the people that are named Jerry. And then we have Terry, which is keeping track of all the counts of all the souls that go into great beyond, pretty much death. Go beyond death itself. And like I mentioned, Joe Gardner and 22, which who knows who 22 became, right? We never know exactly who 22 actually becomes when she goes down to Earth. There's lots of theories. There's lots of videos on YouTube that talks about that. That talks about theories, or doing theories of who could 22 ended up being when she got down to Earth. And of course, everybody would know the ending of the whole Joe being given a second chance, and when Jerry tells Joe of how you're gonna spend your life, and him saying that all he knows that he's gonna live every minute of it. And we never know exactly, we don't necessarily see what happens after. It just cuts, right? Or the movie just ends right at that moment when he walks outside. I guess that's really for all of us to decide of what he does next, though. But again, I still think this movie was definitely pretty good. I mean, yeah, it does have a kind of strong, moral, I guess, if you would call it that. But still, a pretty good movie, I can just say. I like it for how it is. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments section below.